Hi, guys. Welcome back to Level Yourself. I am your host, Jans, along with my beautiful lady, Liz. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
Liz is all the way in California. So, this is a nice New York, Cali chat with you guys. We're excited.
Very excited. It's about time.
Yeah, and I'm like very curious about what's happening over there. Well, not really what's happening over there, but how are you guys doing and dealing with, the whole COVID situation. But it's we're what, 3 months in, 2 months in? And I'm just curious to know, like, how are we, like, what's our mentality when it comes to like these masks, and now seeing people at all times with these masks, and remembering not to forget your mask before you leave the home. So it's like it's kind of like the norm now.
Mm.
I don't know, like, how do you feel, Liz, about now that's the thing, your mask?
I know we went for a ride to the bank and I haven't really been outside much. And when I'm looking out the window, I see people out and about doing their errands, running their errands, but everyone has on masks. And it was a little bit shocking for me because seeing it on TV and on the news and then seeing it in person and the area was a little bit freaky. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of scary. It's
Yeah.
a little bit shocking. You see old people, young people, like everyone has all different types of masks and their face covered. So
Hmm.
then I'm like, okay, instead of being fearful, what am I afraid of? Right? What am I afraid of? Why is this freaky? Why is this so scary to me? And of course, I'm afraid of catching COVID-19 and dying, right? So I'm like, okay, how do I overcome this fear? I have to overcome the fear by making this, once I start going back to work and running the errands and doing all the things that I need to do outside, making it become my new norm, like my new routine, my new habit. That just has to be a part of my new habit so that it's not fearful for me. And I stay safe at the same time and I don't have to live with that anxiety and that fear. So with everything, there comes that fear with these masks. How do you feel about the whole mask situation?
It's
And
crazy. It's a little crazy. I think, I live in I'm in New York, so there's like more people out, and especially now that the city's starting to open, you're seeing a little bit of more like traffic in the streets, and like more people traffic. So now you're seeing, like you said, like a lot of people, everybody's wearing their masks, all type of masks, and now, you know, the thing is wearing a cool mask, and a leopard mask, and
right.
all, so, like, that's
And
the
people
thing now.
jazzing it up.
Yeah, like so like that's, it's crazy because that's become the thing to do now. And it is sometimes I'm like driving and I look out the window, and especially like when I drive by like Central Park, you see runners and like just regular people walking around with their mask, and it's like, so this is the new norm. Like,
Yeah.
is this? But it's a little it's still, to me, a little shocking, because it's like, all right, so we've been at this for 3 months now, almost, like, right, 3 months.
Mhm.
um is this gonna be forever, or is this gonna be for a couple, like, more months? So it's a little scary just to not have um like a date where they say,
Right.
okay, after this date, everything's going to be fine, no more mask? Or is this going
Right.
to be the new norm where now everyone's going to have to wear this? But it is a little, it's still a little like shocking, because we're starting to go about our regular days, but there's things now that are different. Like we gotta wear this mask
Right.
before we leave the house. So it's like remembering to, like you said, remembering to wear the mask and washing my hands and all of that.
Yeah.
And it's it's a little, to me, it's still a little crazy, and it's crazier to think that yes, we're a day closer, hopefully, to the end of this, but we don't really know like how close we are. Like it's not tomorrow, but and then it's also thinking about, all right, I don't know when this is gonna end and when we will no longer be wearing my mask. How can I just not let my mind take over and that fear and that like the whole anxiety of when is this going to be over take over me, just like you said.
Yeah.
So it's like what do I do to get away from that, you know?
Right.
And I don't know, I feel like now it's just like, okay, wear your mask, wash your hands, take off your shoes. It's starting to, like you said, become a routine, become the
Yeah.
norm. It's
Right.
not the I'm not comfortable with it because I've never lived like that. That wasn't a norm for me for 30 something years, and boom,
Right.
here's it's a shocker to me as well. It's like, it's culture shock, something like that.
Right.
So
I think
go ahead.
No, I think you're right. Like, in order to level ourselves, it's not really thinking about the end date, not thinking about those things, but really focusing on the here and now, create your new routine, and try
Yeah.
to overcome try to overcome your fears. I would love to find out what our listeners are doing to level themselves during this time and how they feel about this whole mass situation, if they've created a new norm or if they're still have that living with that fear.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know what the public, how they're thinking. And yeah, everyone thinks of it differently, and there's so many different opinions out there, so it'd be very interesting just to see how everybody goes about it.
Yep.
So guys, please comment under our posts. Well, I'll also put out a poll for everyone to like also try to just, give us a little bit of, your insight and how you're feeling. Just remember that we are in this together, and then we're really in this together, guys. So let's chat a little bit about, this whole new norm or new habits and how we're feeling.
And any tips on creating these super dope masks for our new norm would be helpful too.
Yeah, because that's gonna be part of our outfits now.
Right, right. It's gonna be our new
Yeah.
decor, our new outfit, a new accessory.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to hear from all of our listeners, and I can't wait to see what you guys are doing and how you're thinking and how you're feeling. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you. Don't forget to level yourself.
Yes.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm.